All right, all right, all right. Your boy is back again. Hey, yo, I was just watching the podcast, running around the crib, doing mad shit. I got my fucking wings done. So the daytime view, we got this angle right here. You feel me? Because it's too bright. The light is coming in from the fucking windows and the takeover remote area. So we had to switch up the angle a little bit. You feel me? We got the OG takeover shirt. This is a sample I made a minute ago. This one is fire because it has I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this shit. That woven tag is fire. That woven tag set it apart, man. It adds a bunch of quality to it. But yeah, so you know the fucking vibes. We stay consistent over here. And I've been wanting to fucking do another video. I didn't know what I was gonna do it on today, whatever. I'm watching this fucking podcast from last night with Justin Waller, who is fire. And so I wanted to go ahead and just put that work in. You feel me? I just want to go ahead and get a stream going. So I said, fuck it, let's do it. So here we are, baby. Let's fucking jump right into this bitch. I was watching the stream from yesterday. I watched back some of it, and I saw that I was tight because I thought like when I dropped the flex bomb, right? I assumed that you would be able to hear fucking. I assumed you would be able to hear like me talking over the flex bomb, but that shit is so monstrous and so motherfucking. I don't know what's going on with Rumble and the sound effect, but it cuts out the audio from when I'm talking, and that fucked up the quality of the show a little bit. So today I'm gonna chill. Like when I drop my bombs, I'm gonna have to wait until the bomb finish to really start talking. But yeah, baby, this is the process of learning, the scientific method. You know the fucking vibe, trial and error. That's what we doing here. I'm not a fucking, I'm a streamer, but I'm not really a streamer yet. But I'm a streamer. I'm a streamer though. I'm a streamer now. Like I'm streaming on 3 sites. You feel me? That's official. Like I'm streaming on YouTube, Rumble, and X at the same time. You feel me? Formerly Twitter. You know we out here. Like we really do this shit. Like we're professionals, but we're still learning, and I'm still trying to figure out how I can bring value. How I could like. But the most important thing is that I stream every day. You feel me? As far as the algos, the fucking algorithms go. You feel me? Just as a little nod to the algo, you feel me? Because me, I'm a marketing genius. I know how to build platforms on every site. If I really want to, I put the time in and I figure it out. And the streaming shit is the new thing that I'm attacking, you feel me? And I already know like consistency. I've seen the feedback from other people. I didn't do much research, but I did a little bit. And consistency is really important. So that's really the main thing. And I'm just trying to figure out how to provide value on top of that because I know I'm just going to pop out. You feel me? So today, we're going to be doing a reaction to good old Justin Waller. Definitely a fucking GOAT. They try to group bro into the red pill space. Like the people I be watching, like, bro, I honestly, the red pill is whack as fuck. I don't fuck with that shit. I think that shit is weird. It's a bunch of weirdos. I understand, like, it's like some people get categorized as that, but they don't identify with it, and those usually are the cool ones. And usually the weird ones is who's like thinking like, oh, on red pill, whatever, da da da. Like, fuck that shit, bro. You feel me? We ain't one of them fucking nerds. You feel me? On that fucking wave. But Justin Waller is a real GOAT, and he provides value. And I fuck with the shit he says, and he opposes a lot of the shit. See, red pill, a lot of people be like on that like women hating type shit. It's one thing to tell the truth about shit, and it's another thing to take it to the whole next level. You feel me? So Justin Waller is a person who believes in like respecting women, and like he keep it a bean, because you got to keep it a bean. You got to keep it a thou wow about certain shit. But like he's still a gentleman at the end of the day. He always talks about gentleman game or whatever the fuck. You feel me? About just being a gentleman, which I agree with in that aspect. And so yeah, I'm excited. Bro is a fucking GOAT. And I'm looking forward to meeting him one day. And yeah, man, I'm just coming here to provide value. So some of you may not know about bro. So here we are in the fucking, You feel me? In the cut, in the motherfucking, what do we call this? We're in the fucking dungeon right now. We're in the lab. Like, we're cooking up and we're providing value, showing value to the people, whatever. Da, 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 da. You know the fucking vibe. Listen, first thing before we start this shit, if you want fitness coaching, go ahead over to Instagram, Takeover Worldwide. I got the OG at. Go ahead, DM me the word anabolic, and I'll know what you're talking about. And I'll get you on a fitness program, get your macros, workouts, shit like that. If you want to one-on-one talk to me, like FaceTime type shit, I got you. It's gonna charge. It's gonna cost though. You feel me? Your boy got to charge because the time is valuable. You feel me? Stop playing with me. You already fucking know the vibes. So yeah, man. Check out the DM the word one-on-one on Instagram. Same Instagram at takeover worldwide. OG at. You feel me? We young OGs out this bitch. So it's only right that we got the OG at. You feel me? There's that, and then also on the website there is merch and also creative consulting, I believe, available up there. And if you guys want any Twitter promotion, also I provide that as well. So reach out to me for that. My page is going crazy and elevating crazy. You know the fucking vibes. You know everything we do. Like for me and my family and people who are close to me, they know this is how I am. Whenever I want to do something, like I get obsessed with it and I do it. Like whatever I put my mind to, I do it. You feel me? So I've been focusing on building up these platforms, you feel me, and figuring out ways to provide value to people as much as possible on a mass scale, like as reach as many people as possible, help as many people as possible. But that is how you live a holistic life where you're provided for, your life is good, your people close to you, you're changing people's fucking lives, or you're just even right now on the level that I'm on, it just could be some motivation and it could be just fucking some little nuggets just to head in the right direction. You feel me? So without further ado, let's get started on this bitch. Check the description for all the shit I just said. All the info's in the description. Check that shit out. So let's go ahead and start this motherfucker because we got about an hour left on this bitch. And you know me, an hour in podcast time with me stopping and fucking yapping in this bitch is 2 hours. So this shit be a task for real. This shit be a long motherfucking journey. But yeah. Alright, we good? We good? We good. Are all my sounds still here in this bitch? Hey, all my sounds are still in this bitch. Stop playing with it. Hold on, let me disconnect from my sound bar. I don't know how that will affect the quality of the motherfucking sound effects. Without further ado, let's fucking get it. You feel me? Alright, let's do it. Alright. So we just gonna continue where I left off because I ain't trying to do this whole podcast. This shit is fucking an hour 37 minutes. We got about an hour left.
And
I'm gonna let it rock a little bit. Justin Wallace should go. Look at bro. He actually be dressing in full suit and everything. Like I fuck with everything that Justin Waller stands for real. I don't know if there's anything that I don't disagree with or that I disagree with about bro. You feel me? We may have some different perspectives on some shit, but bro is just all around solid is what I'm saying. I'm about to go check on my motherfucking wings really quickly. And I'll be right back. But I'm gonna let this shit run because we gotta get through this time and try to make this not 2 hours. Maybe it could be like an hour, hour and a half. We'll see.
now, the way I understand it, and I think this probably hit me about 2 years ago, like a little bit after I started, was I would not have done as well as I've done online if it had not been for the fact that I waited. Because what happened to me is that I came into the space and I started meeting these individuals in person that had these big platforms. And I had just started. The first time I went on Fresh and Fit, the first time I did Rolo and a lot of these other people that gave me these opportunities in the beginning, which I'll forever be grateful for, came from the fact that they realized that I'd built a real business in the real world and I didn't start online. And it gave me this respect from them that I probably would have not have gotten otherwise, or at least not in that way. And that's when I really started to understand that I did do the right thing, even though it tortured me, you know. And so I am glad that I waited, because I feel like if I had not waited, I would not have been able to speak from a place of a man that had been scarred.
I'll fuck with this. He was saying he wanted. Hey, we stopped it at 444. You know we fuck with the fucking numerologies and the angel numbers and shit. Oh, God is always communicating with us. Drop a fucking bomb for that one. Drop a bomb for the 444. God said, "You're on the right path, son. Keep going." When God communicates with us via these numbers, man, I believe actually 444, if I'm not mistaken, is a sign from your guides or whatever that you're on the right path. You feel me? And to be aware, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, it's a sign from God. You heard? Synchronicities in life, and when you see angel numbers and shit like that, you feel me? That's when God bringing shit to your attention. You feel me? God is making you really think and notice. You feel me? It's just like this. God is making you pay attention and notice. Like, you see those numbers aligning? Okay, I'm talking to you. The synchronicities. You feel me? So look around in your environment, see what you're doing. You gotta do a little work to decode what's the message. And right now I'm here on this fucking streaming. My intentions is to build up the streaming and provide the values. I see the 444s the first time I pause it, and that lets me know what? That lets me know what, fam? That lets me know we on the right path, baby. Drop a fucking bomb. I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, man, I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I remember being on the radio and Funk Master Flex would be dropping bombs for fucking. I guess if you guys wasn't born in the tri-state area and shit like that, see, I'm born and raised in Jersey. So if you in Jersey, New York, or like maybe Connecticut, I think too, or some shit like that, fucking, you remember what it was like back in 05, 06, 07, you feel me? Like 04 vibes. Like Funk Master Flex was going crazy on the fucking radio, and he just kept fucking dropping them. He kept dropping the fucking bombs, and he would just keep dropping the bombs and like rewinding the song and starting it over and shit. And it would like, bro, get started with the fucking song. But now that I got the Flex bomb drop, I understand. I understand. He would be on the mic going crazy. That shit, like, he would be hyping it up so much, and it's a vibe for, like, I get it 100% now. Because when you got this bomb at your disposal, you start to feel the fucking power in this bitch. Drop a bomb for them. Dead ass. But yeah, so what Justin Waller is talking about here when I pause it at the 444s with the synchronicities with God communicating with us all right now. He's talking about he wanted to do YouTube for a long time. He was like watching people on YouTube and shit like that. But he wanted to wait till he was a liquid millionaire because he felt like it would not be like valid if he wasn't a liquid millionaire before he started talking his shit and popping his shit. See, me, and that has to make me look at myself because I'm not a liquid millionaire. You feel me? So, fucking, the only fucking, what's it called? Accolades I could give myself is I've made like 6 figures by myself in 1 calendar year. Online business, 100% me. You feel me? All off the strength. Drop a fucking bomb for that. You feel me? That I did do. 100% on my own. Right now, you feel me? Your boy is actually currently in the middle of fucking reinventing myself. You feel me? And the story gets a little deeper with that, but fucking, I'm not a liquid millionaire and shit like that. Right? Right now, I'm figuring shit out. But one thing I got is my mindset on lock. You feel me? Because I've been through many, many adversities. I've been through many, many different things. And I've had fucking success online. I've had success offline. You feel me? And I got a lot of lessons to share. Now, what I'm not going to do and what you don't see me doing on this bitch is talking about getting money. You feel me? I'm not on that level yet, but I want to come because I know it takes years to fucking build up platforms. You feel me? So I want to get started on this shit because I know it's gonna take years. But the way that I stay authentic with myself and shit, and how I don't feel like, you feel me, it's inauthentic, is because I'm not teaching people how to fucking make money. I'm teaching people about the shit that I actually have expertise in, which is fitness and which is mindset. You feel me? Because that shit I got on lock. You feel me? I have fucking shit. I've been holding it down mentally. Like I'm clean from fucking. I used to be on pills and shit. I'm clean from pills for like 4 or 5 years, and I'm clean from alcohol like almost a year. You feel me? So I'm just like on my mindset shit. Like, I got my mindset on lock, and I have mental clarity, and I'm able to control my emotions. You feel me? Emotional regulation. You feel me? And I'm well on the path. You know, I've had success before, and now I had to reinvent my whole self, bro, and how I was making money online, and completely flip it into new ways, bro. Start from scratch. You feel me? And I'm still here surviving. You feel me? I'm still creating and dropping new things. You feel me? So hey, back when I was younger, you feel me? Like his demographic may be a little older people. My demographic may be younger people. Cause back when I was younger, early 20s and like after high school and shit like that, where I'm at right now, that's what I wanted to be living. I was at mom's crib, you feel me? I was in parents' crib, you feel me? And I just wanted to be able to live on my own, not have like a normal 9 to 5, be able to provide for myself and be able to build up my fucking businesses, you feel me, and be creative. And that's what I'm doing, you feel me? So I could pop my shit a little bit, you feel me? I could pop my shit a little bit, you feel me? Drop a fucking bomb for that, you heard? But you're not gonna see me on here talking like I'm a millionaire. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a thou. You feel me? Right now, I'll be vulnerable with you guys. I'm going through a time, like I said, I had to really start over from scratch. What I was doing before and what was working for me made me multiple six figures over a few years. I had like a year or two that was actual 6 figure years in the calendar year. I had to really stop that shit and start from scratch. You feel me? And right now, we're in the zone. You should know, like, that shit is not easy. When you got to start from scratch, that shit get treacherous. And that's where I'm at right now. You feel me? I'm starting from scratch. You feel me? But I'm still able to survive and provide and fucking still be creative and still keep the fucking show going. You feel me? So I'm able to talk from my perspective and my experiences, but I'm just not gonna cap. I'm gonna just keep it a beam with you guys. You feel me? And that's how I feel comfortable with myself to come on here. And I often will say, like, yo, I'm not coming from this perspective. Like, I got everything together, whatever, da da da. You feel me? Like, I'm just sharing the value how I try to share value. You feel me? That's why I'm doing like reactions or audio books, or like I'll talk my shit with fitness shit, or I only speak on shit that I really have that pedigree with. You feel me? You're not gonna catch me capping. You feel me? You're gonna catch me always keep it a bean. Like I do that in all forms of life. Everybody around me know I always keep it a thou wow, even if it's gonna hurt me a little bit. You feel me? So that's how we do. But I understand where bro is coming from because he wanted to come and talk that shit on the money wave. So he was like, yo, I'm not gonna be capping. I need to, before I even hop on YouTube, I need to be liquid multimillionaire, which is respectable. Drop a bomb for Justin Waller because he a goat for that one. But yeah, that's the point that bro is making right now. You feel me? So I fuck with that shit. And yeah, that's the point he's making right now. Let's continue. But I just wanted to elaborate, you feel me? Because I had to get my perspective of where I'm at and give my perspective while I'm still talking my shit on here. I could still pop it, you feel me? I can still pop my shit. Let's continue, Justin. Go ahead, brother.
that had gone through these things. And another reason I'm really glad that I'm weighted is because I believe that a lot of people, if they start the right business model and that business model clicks, like if I were to pick something like, let's say SMMA marketing, let's say, and I would have knocked it out of the park, because then I'd have reoccurring customers and all these things. I might have been under the impression that I was a better businessman than I was. And so going through those experiences, I learned that the most dangerous thing is the thing that you don't know about, the thing that you can't see, like the competency that you don't know that you need next. And so now, after being hit by so many things in that business, thinking that I was, going to kill it and would run into these punches that I would take, now I still have it in the back of my mind, no matter what I do, even today, that.
Hey yo, shout out to my man Shula, dog. Shout out to Shula God on Twitter. Go follow Shula God on Twitter. Shout out to my dog, man, tuning in. He just hit me up. Shula's a fucking goat. He be really talking that shit on Twitter, bro. Be giving great insight. Bro is a real solid goat. Go check him out. Shula God on Twitter. Let's see if we can pull it up real quick. Maybe we could pull his Twitter up. I just want to show some love to bro real quick, because he's a goat, you feel me? So gotta show love to the goats, to the real ones out there, because that shit is rare, you feel me? All right, yeah. Share this tab really quickly. Yeah, go follow my bro Shula God, you feel me? Bro is a goat for real. He be talking that shit. Like, he has great insight, very introspective, fire artist, you feel me? He makes beats and all that shit. Shout out to Shula. Go give him a follow. He's a GOAT for sure. But yeah, let's continue this bitch. Gang in this bitch. All right.
Hey, there is something there that you might not be.
Y'all know I be doing like my retweets. I got mad accounts and shit. I gotta post YouTube shorts and shit. You know, I be on the thou out. I always gotta eat. Like, I always got some sort of gains cooking up. I got the fucking wings. I gotta go grab that shit too. I just heard the air fryer finish. But fucking, you know, I'm doing a million things, so y'all gonna see me fucking all over the place. But I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do my retweets. Then I'm gonna go grab the fucking wangs in this bitch.
Be able to see.
Actually, hold on. One more time. Let's drop a bomb for Shula one more time. I see why Funk Flex was going crazy back in the day, bro. That shit is a whole vibe for real. Like, the dropping bombs is an aura for real.
Do not get too arrogant. It's like this governor on me, because I've gone through it. Not that I don't want to keep ascending, I do. But it gave me, I guess it's like getting punched in the mouth will stop you from starting fights. Kind of type thing, you know, like you know, we talk, we talk about like there's a lot of like tough guy talk on the internet, right? Bro, I've been in real fights. Like, even when you win, it's not fun.
No,
you know, and I think about
nothing glorious about it. No.
Yeah, no, because you still carry, like, even when you win, you carry the weight. You hurt somebody badly.
Whatever action,
and your hand's still busted. Yeah, and you're still busted up from it.
Maybe you're, getting in trouble or other, right? It's
XYZ. Like right. Yeah. But it takes these type of situations to kind of build and develop the character that you have. It's kind of like I heard.
Hold on, pause. That's it. I gotta pause it real quick. Not pause like actual pause.
Big pause.
Hold on.
Pause.
Not pause like that pause, but like pause the video for real. But yeah, I feel the same thing though. Like, you feel me? I've been in my fair share of fights in life. You feel me? See, me, I'm a small nigga. Like, I'm like just genetics. You feel me? I'm like, I come from a family. My dad is short. My mom is short. You feel me? Like, I'm a small nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, so people always try to test me throughout my life. And my dad raised me to not be a bitch. My dad always told me, like, no matter what, I don't care how big a motherfucker is, you feel me? Like, nobody likes getting punched in their face. Drop a fucking bomb for that, for Pops dropping the fire. Pops came with the heat with that one for real. Nobody likes getting punched in their face. So if somebody disrespect you, like you gotta go in their shit. You feel me? Like, and people always try me and like, cause they thought it was gonna be easy, and they were wrong. People always try because they thought this shit would be easy, so I had to get my hands right throughout life. You feel me? Like I've been in my fair share of fights too. Like we're very versed in that field. You feel me? I never trained for real, but I've been in so many fights with people just trying me. You feel me? I used to always wrestle the homies on the wrestling team and shit. I actually love fighting. Like it's not a good thing, like he's saying, but like I'm a little bit of a psychopath, and there's like a part of me that like you feel me. I get to really let out all that motherfucking anger and shit like that. I get to really spaz for real. Like throughout the day, throughout life, I gotta chill all the time and be pushing shit down. And then if somebody gives you that opportunity to really spaz, like low key, that shit is fire. Nah, but that's really like when you're younger though, to be honest. Like, but you know, we're getting up there in age, you feel me? I'm getting close to 30 years old, you know, it's all sorts of cops and shit. I didn't dodge so much jail time already. Like, why am I gonna get myself jammed up for some stupid shit? You know, once you get to this age, it's really not worth it. And then you know, your frontal lobe develops, and then you start to realize like some people are really nutty. You feel me? Like some people will really like throw away their life for some shit. You don't know who's gonna be the person like to try to really hurt you for real, like shoot you or some shit or kill you. You feel me, for some dumb shit. So 99% of the time, like out there, like unless somebody really disrespects you, like you gotta your first resort should always be to diffuse that shit. And 9 times out of 10, bro, 9.5 times out of 10, that shit is not worth it. You feel me? Especially when you get to my age, like it's not worth it. You feel me? So I hear what he's saying, but I feel him too, though. But I have my fair share of fights for sure. Let's continue, though.
Heard him say that you're into like fighting. You want to find some humble people? Go to a jiu-jitsu or a fight gym.
Yeah.
Big time. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
It's real.
Nobody's in there trying to
Yeah.
puff up or anything like that. That's how you get beat up, or my boy Eric would say you get greenlit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You got to be humble when you go in there, and you have to, again, like these you know, I wouldn't call them failures. I would call them learning
Yes.
curves, right? You
Yeah.
need those things to grow forward and to push yourself. And again, like you get knocked down, you got to get back up. And a lot of people will just quit. But the guys who just keep getting back up and you can't stop them, they keep showing up at your office. Those are the guys who push forward. And that's what you have to do in life. And you have to make those mistakes to become the man that you are, right? And you don't realize those things at the time.
Talk that shit, man. They talking about that persistence. They talking about that persistence, that consistency. I'm retweeting my tweets right now on all my accounts. I got to keep the fucking momentum going. Consistent, persistent. Stop fucking playing with your boy, dog. Hey, man. What I love the most about coming on streaming shit is the reoccurring thing that's happening is every single stream you will see me on my phone going crazy 1,000 miles an hour. Like I'm literally always doing some shit on my phone. Like I don't have like I got a whole system like where I have like a few minutes in between to really fucking chill and not be on my phone, and then I gotta go do some shit on my phone. You feel me? So I love to be an actual testament live in action, like while I'm doing the stream. You feel me? We're not just doing the stream. You feel me? And this is not no normal fucking stream. Like 99% of streamers nowadays be on bullshit. You feel me? Just straight entertaining, acting like a fucking clown and shit like that. You feel me? Like I'm providing value and I'm doing real live shit, like really like in action. You feel me? I got this one tweet that's doing I had to do the retweets on it. It's on pace to hopefully do like 20K for the day. We got like 4 point something K. I actually like it's and the tweets is not bullshit either. It's real sauce and real value to the people. You feel me? It always resonates fully. You feel me? I'm all about like uplifting and shit like that and mindset and consistency, persistence, exactly what they was talking about right before I had to pause real quick, drop a bomb. You see, the tweet that's going up right now, I don't know how, but I will. And that's a fucking fact. You feel me? You feel me? Like, hold on. You feel me?
Bombakat!
That's what happens when you take too long to find an effect. You gotta just pick one. But yeah. What did it say? I don't know how it will, but what did it say? Yeah, I don't know how, but I will, and that's a fact. You feel me? Like you just gotta push through this shit. You feel me? In life, you gotta stay consistent, and you just gotta have a strong will. You feel me? And just keep pushing. And yeah, this shit is goated, man. So on my fucking Twitter, I just be giving out those vibes, you man. I just be giving out those vibes. You feel me? Because I'm doing a million things at once, bro. I be all over the place. But and that's important because see, I'm in touch with myself, and one thing I know is like life is not easy. You feel me? Like life is hard for everybody, and that's why I always have compassion for everybody because I know like I'm honest with myself, and I know I be going through it, and I'm vulnerable with everybody too because I know everybody else is humans and everybody else is going through shit too. Like life is hard for real. Life gets challenging. We're living in a crazy time in the world and shit too. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the stream yesterday. That book, the audio book we was reviewing, how to promote yourself and they was talking about speaking life, and they said at the end, talk wealth. So we're gonna talk wealth right now. Translation, translation. Another way to say that talk wealth is speak life. So we're gonna speak about how, regardless of what goes on in life, the energy that we put out to the people. You feel me? Because I know this is the energy that helps me. I do my best, always correcting the words. We don't try shit. We do shit. You feel me? So I do my best to put that energy out there that's gonna uplift people and be exactly what I would need. You feel me? Like sometimes I need uplifting. So I be that for other people because I know how it feels, bro. I'm just in tune with life. And other people are not as vulnerable to say really what's going on or whatever. So I just always be that person and whoever it reaches and resonates with, you feel me? It's a beautiful thing when it actually resonates with people and it actually helps people out. And that really warms my heart for real. No funny shit. And that actually lets me know like I'm on my purpose or what I'm supposed to be here doing. You feel me? So God is always happy with us when we're on our fucking purpose. And that's when everything unfolds and we get synchronicities. Like when you pause the time. Let's see what time we paused on now. Let's see if there's a handy dandy synchronous. Oh my god. Yo, I can't even make this shit up, dog. Stop fucking playing with me, son. Yo, see, I didn't even know the time that I paused it. Y'all see, I just randomly paused it. Go back on my other streams. You will see 47 is my number. And I just had a feeling because I know I'm on my purpose. And when you're on your purpose, that's when you get synchronicities because that's when God communicates with you to let you know to stay doing that you're on the right path and to stay on this path via synchronicities. You feel me? So because I was on my path, I said, let's just check the number and then motherfucking, come on, son. Can't make this shit up. 47 minutes, dog. Come on, bro. Drop a motherfucking bomb. I'm gonna have to put the takeover hat on for this one. You feel me? Hey, hat is available on the website. Link in description. Buy the merch. You heard? We got the hat with the silky on. You feel me? Gotta promote. We got the shirt too. This shirt is actually not available. This is just a shirt that we dropped years ago, and you feel me? This shirt is not even available unless mad people request it. Then I'll make this shit again. But You feel me? This is a friends and family special edition. You feel me? Player sample drop of the takeover fucking team. You feel me? But damn, I cannot make this shit up, dog. I cannot make this shit up. Every time we come on this bitch, it'd be a motherfucking rebirth in this bitch. Where's the Undertaker bell, bitch? Be a fucking rebirth in this bitch every time we come on. We fucking just like a workout. When you have a fire workout and then your ass die in the middle of the workout spiritually. Like, oh. Hold on. Oh, shit, baby. Nah, this shit is crazy though, for real. Like, that was a wild moment. I was really just checking. I didn't expect it to really be a synchronicity like that. But we got a fucking 47, baby. And we talking about consistency. We talking about being persistent. Like Justin Waller, what he was talking about, just to give you a little context before, because we started this mid podcast because I knew I was going to be talking a lot and shit. And I didn't want this to be 3 hours. So I had to start it at 40-something minutes. But he was talking about how, so he made his money offline before he came online, like doing steel business, like in construction and shit like that. And when he was getting into the business, there was this guy who had a job or whatever, who had a job site that was a really big steel building site, I guess. And he kept showing up. He wasn't qualified for the job, but he kept showing up. The secretary kept putting him off. And then he was like risen up the secretary and shit like that. Oh, I was waiting to use this fucking sound, honestly. Hold on. He was risen up the secretary. He was risen up the secretary. Like, she kept telling him no, but he kept coming back, and then he started rising her up. And then, like, next thing you know, she was like, all right, let me show you the boss. And then the boss is like, yo, you're the person who keeps coming to my fucking site. You feel me? And he was like, yeah. And then the boss is like, I like that. The boss saw that he was what? Persistent and consistent. And he said, you know what? I like that shit. Hired. You're hired. So yeah, that's what he was talking about before earlier in the podcast, and they're touching back on that right now. And the funny part is that's even what we're literally doing right now on this fucking stream right now, because I made it a thing. I told myself you're gonna be persistent and consistent with the fucking streaming, and you're gonna stream daily. You feel me? And right now I had the time, and I said, you know what? Instead of waiting all the way till late night, let's try it early day and see if there's more views. We testing this shit, you feel me? Trial and error, like the scientific method. This is how you find out the way. We already 40 minutes into this shit, man. And this shit is flying by, man. We're dropping some heat on this one. So let us continue with this shit. I'm about to go get my wings, actually, because I know they're ready, nice and crispy for your boy. I'm going to go get the wings, and I'll be right back. Actually, I'm going to leave it paused, and I'm going to put on the good old motherfucking GoldenEye Nintendo 64 background music you heard. This is what I do when I got to go do some shit real quick, but I don't want to leave it running. Sometimes I leave it running, but we're gonna leave you with the fucking GoldenEye Nintendo 64 heat pack. Yeah, I had my mic off. I said, we back in this bitch. Drop a motherfucking bomb every time I come on this bitch. We got the wings. I mean, we got a few little wings, nice little gains. Your boy likes them nice and crispified. Nice and I had them chilling in the marinade for about 2 days. You feel me? They nice and flavorful. We love that shit. But that's not even enough flavor. We real sauced up. And I ran out of the jalapeno ranch. I ran out of the fucking jalapeno ranch. And I was like, don't worry, don't fear. Tabasco is here. You feel me? Gotta keep the sauces on deck. Gotta keep the hot sauce. I'm just a saucy nigga. Like, if you ever come to my crib and shit, you're gonna see mad sauces in the refrigerator. You feel me? Actually, I'm slacking right now. I had to throw mad of them shits out because it was going crazy. And it's like, you ever try to buy a sauce because it sounds good, and then it's like ass, so that shit just end up sitting in the fridge for mad long. So I threw mad shit out, and the ones that I fuck with, like I said, I'm saucy. I'm a Mr. Sauce, so I be eating mad sauce. Them shit be going quick. You feel me? So, but your boy always got something on deck. We're gonna rock with straight Tabasco today. But yo, I gotta figure out how to use these other sound effects more often.
Stupid.
You feel me?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
When people eat with no sauce, bro, that's how I feel. You feel me? Like, what the fuck, dog? You going crazy. Nah, but we better continue this bitch. I'm gonna eat at the same time, you feel me? I never feel bad about that on stream because we need to get the gains. We tracking the fucking macros, you feel me? And the macros need to get met, you feel me? The protein intake needs to get hit no matter what, you feel me? So if it's on stream, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I need to get them gains. But yeah, man, so let us continue. The boy is having too much fun.
Time you might think you're failing, but if you can just keep that will and no one can stop you and you keep going, you'll get there.
I would argue that muscle to get up and go again and again and again is probably, in my opinion, substantially more important than talent.
I agree.
Talent,
that beats talent all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like funny, like my nickname is J-Rock, right? And I got that from boxing and Rocky and all these things, right? And the thing about Rocky that always rang so true is in the very first one, Rocky's getting beat up. It's in the final round, right? Yeah. And he gets knocked down. You know, he's been knocked down already 10 times. And finally, you know, Apollo's kind of like, you know, he's got his hands up and Rocky's struggling to get up, and he finally kind of makes his way up and he gives him the like, come on. And Apollo's face, like, this guy, you know, like you just can't keep this guy down. And it's hard to beat someone that you just can't stop, you know?
Yeah. And sometimes you have to make life look at you like that.
Right.
You know,
right.
Life's got to be like, again. And I think that if you can build that muscle, there's really nothing you can't do. Especially it's a superpower. It really, truly is. And one thing that
Hey, yo, life could fight. Let me tell you something. Life got hands, you guys. Oh yeah, by the way, you know we keep the lemon water on deck. Got the last little bit, so I just bought the whole gallon instead of bringing the cup. Fuck it. Gotta stay hydrated too as well. But yeah, yo, life got hands, bro. Life got hands, and life will chip your ass the fuck up. And sometimes you're gonna be rocked. You feel me? And that's the devil. Like the devil wants you to be done. You feel me? And then this is like you be down, like you just got rocked. Life got hands, like I said. Life got hands, and we in a fight. This is a fucking warfare. We in war. Like this is spiritual warfare. Life. You feel me? We in the ring. We in a fight. You gotta. Oh shit. What the fuck? Yo, I don't even know how that just happened, bro. What the fuck? Was that like my MacBook, the gestures or some shit? How did that? Bro, I do not know how those fireworks just happened, but whatever. Fucking drop a bomb for the motherfucking fireworks, baby. You feel me? Fuck it. Nah, but yeah, life got hands and we in a spiritual warfare, and life is gonna be landing those punches, and you gotta stick and move. You gotta stick and move. You gotta get hit. You gotta roll. You gotta roll with the punches. You feel me? And you gotta stick and you feel me? You feel me? Oh shit, son. Yo, so you're gonna get hit, and sometimes you're gonna get knocked down. You feel me? Sometimes you're gonna get knocked down. And remember, our brain is a computer. You feel me? So sometimes it's short circuit to shit. It should be like, you feel me? Like you just got hit. You don't even know what just happened. You like, you gotta fucking take a moment to get your shit together. And then sometimes you get knocked down. Sometimes life will fucking land. Life will land a hard punch, a clean punch. Maybe you wasn't able to roll with this one. You didn't see it coming this time. And that shit caught you clean and that shit knocked you down. You feel me? But we don't stay down. We don't stay down. You feel me? We ain't with that shit, dog. We always gonna get back up. You feel me? Fuck you talking about? Fucking get back up every time. And then the devil, he's sitting there thinking that he won. He's sitting there thinking that
Bomba
he's bugging. And then the devil see you get right the fuck back up, like the devil see you get right back up, like just like the Undertaker, you sit back up in the bitch and then he starts shaking his little boots. You feel me? So gotta stay persistent. You're gonna get hit. Roll with the punches, keep going, get back up. You feel me? That's what this shit is about, baby. It's a fight out here.
I always tell people is that I think it's a grave mistake to fail in a business or to fail at something, and then instead of getting up and starting that business again, to go to something else. Because it's much like switching, like you say, you take the jab, you take the cross, slip the jab, dodge the cross, catch the hook, you get knocked down, right? But then if you go into another industry, now you're fighting a southpaw.
Right.
You're going to take all those beginner's licks again. And so the one thing that I did right, so number one, I didn't quit, but the real thing is I stayed in the same, I made a commitment to myself that I will stay in this business till I succeed. And maybe I could have picked a better business, but retrospectively, it didn't matter because I was able to see that out to scale. And obviously I've done very well for myself doing it. And it's allowed me to buy all the real estate I own. It's allowed me to be able to travel and do these podcasts now. And all of that really comes from the base of I didn't quit that business. I didn't go do something else. I got up again and again and again, no matter how far down I was. And that business was the one that really paid me and got me my kickstart. And so for anybody that's ever out there thinking about, you know, the blows that they're taking in a business, as long as you know the business model can get you there, I believe no matter how many times you fail, get up and go do that exact business again, because you still don't have to go learn a completely different industry. You don't need a new book of business. You don't need the new contacts. You don't need to know the vendors. You don't need to understand the industry again. And that will save you more time than anything else. You can become a millionaire doing almost anything. Sticking to something long enough to really understand the game, where you get to the point where it almost becomes second nature running that business or doing that thing, is truly the thing that I think is going to help you.
I want to elaborate on this one because the thing is, there's so many ways to make money nowadays. Like you can get overloaded. It's too many ways to make money out this bitch. Dead ass. There's too many fucking ways. It's so much information. It's so much people selling you shit. It's fucking drop shipping, forex, motherfucking like motherfucking influence, fucking brand deals, motherfucking ad revenue, motherfucking like crypto and trading this and trading that and stock options and fucking, you feel me, like community based things, you feel me, like coaching and fucking, bro, there's so many ways to make money. Selling clothes, design, this and that, you feel me? Brick and mortar businesses, real life businesses, getting a job, like it's so many different ways, bro. It will have your head fucking spinning, you feel me? Like, and it's important, and I like what he said here, because you just gotta pick something. You really gotta pick something, and you gotta stick with it. You gotta take your licks. Like you're gonna get hit, and what people don't realize is failure does not mean shit is over with. Failure is a part of the process. See, failure is only actually a failure when you stop. See, otherwise, it's actually a tool and it's something that can guide you in the right direction of where you're supposed to go. When you know something doesn't work, you can continue with the scientific method of it. You know, trial and error, testing, hypothesis, fucking testing it, getting the feedback, and you know, seeing if it works, see if it's repeatable, same shit. And failure will guide you, and you'll know you could check one thing off the list. Okay, it didn't work when I did it like this. Eventually, that failure will lead you to the thing that actually works. You feel me? So you gotta pick something for real and stick with it and get through all those failures until you find how it works for you. Because especially in 2024, man, yo, it's so much information out here, motherfucking AI, all this shit. Like we're bombarded with information, bro. Our attention spans are fucked. Like all this short form content and shit, like, bro, we're so bombarded with information and different things that sometimes it can be hard to really pick something to really focus on and stick with it. You feel me? And also everybody's lying to you when they're selling shit, and everything seems like it's microwave. Like everything is just so fast. Like, oh, I'm 18 years old and I was fucking working at McDonald's 6 months ago and now I'm making $1 million a month. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Come on. And if you believe that shit, dog,
Stupid.
that shit is not real life, man.
Shut your damn mouth.
We don't fall for this fucking bullshit. You feel me? Like, one more.
It doesn't matter.
I just had to hit you with the rock thing one more time. It doesn't matter what you think. You feel me? Fuck that bullshit, dog. It's no microwave shit out here. Like, the real reality of life is you pick something, you stay down with it for 10 years until you really get it to a place where it's like multi-million-dollar and it really providing value. Now, you could do fast shit. I'll keep it a beam with you. I don't know how much detail I should go into this shit. But certain shit that you do, like the shit that I was doing before I had transition, now where I'm in the middle of the transition period, certain ways that you can make money fast. You feel me? You could definitely make money fast. But is it sustainable? That's the fucking question, though. It's plenty of ways to make fast money out of this bitch, you feel me? But they often come with a lot of risk, and you gotta ask yourself if that shit really sustainable. You feel me? Real life sustainable shit. You gotta provide value to people for real. And it's gonna take you a long time to build this shit up, to be able to provide value on a level to compete in the market and to have a base of leads and customers and traffic to really make it sustainable, bro. You feel me? So you gotta pick one thing and just remember, this shit ain't microwave. This shit is not fast, bro. You're gonna have to settle in. You're gonna have to really dig in and stay down for 10, 15, 20 years. Like, yeah, nobody wants to hear that shit. We talk the truth here. We talk the truth here. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody wants to hear it's gonna take you 10, 15, or motherfucking 20 years. Yeah, that's the fucking truth. That's the fucking truth. And nobody wants to hear that shit. And when people are selling you bullshit, they ain't gonna tell you that shit. They ain't gonna tell you that shit. But if you study the real people, Andy Frisella, motherfucking Justin Waller, Brandon Carter, fucking Mike Rashid, you feel me? Andrew Tate, fucking Fresh and Fit, motherfucking all these people, bro. They've been doing like in some way, shape, or form. It took them at least 10 years to get to the point. Like Brandon Carter been doing fitness content since I was like 5 years old. Oh shit. Brandon Carter been doing fitness content since I was watching WWE. Motherfucking Mike Rashid too. He been doing fitness content since I was like young as hell, bro. You feel me? Fucking all these people, bro. And even for me, like for example, I'm starting to get my Twitter is getting to a level I'm getting like multiple millions of impressions monthly. I'm getting a little bit of revenue, some bullshit, honestly, but it's something because I used to tweet for free. Some money off ads off Twitter. Shout out to Elon. You feel me? Drop a bomb for Elon. Shout out to Elon. He's a GOAT for that. Because before I used to just tweet for free. But at least I make something now. It's not nothing crazy. But you feel me? I'm at the level where I'm getting multiple millions. You feel me? 8 figures in 20-something million impressions. You feel me? In a monthly. And guess what, though? Guess what? I had my Twitter for motherfucking 10 years. And that's how long it took of me building this shit up and me being a marketing specialist and like really researching this shit and really being deep in this shit and figuring out how to make this shit work. And it still took 10 motherfucking years to get to a level where it's just now taking off and just now opportunities are coming from it. You feel me? And whatever you do, that's what it's gonna be, bro. So that's the real shit that people don't talk about. So we needed to drop the real spill. Let's get it. Let's continue. I'm hungry. I need these gains.
Expedite how fast you can get to where you want to go, even if you fail.
I was working at the timelines. You've gone through 2 housing crashes in your time of owning businesses.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're housing. So 2008 would have been a housing crash.
Yeah.
And we'll see recessions. I wouldn't say we've gone through a housing crash a second time since then.
Okay.
We got some stuff in our future here. That
we do.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, we do. But I'd argue that it will not be a housing crash.
Okay,
not in the way that it was in 2008. 2008 was subprime mortgages.
Okay.
People were unqualified to get these mortgages, right? They couldn't pay them. We're actually in a really interesting situation now because of COVID. So they dropped the interest rates very, very low. So a lot of people refinance their house. So the debt that they have on their house is so good that they're not really going to have it's not their mortgage that's going to hurt them. It's the CPI things, the cost of goods sold, it's the gas, it's the car, it's all of these other things. Now yes. Yeah. So they're sitting. So I refinanced a few of my single family homes at the time when that happened to 2% interest rates. Yeah. You know, like 2.6%. Oh, and many people did this. And what that's doing is that's basically making people do remodels in their house or adding if that's what they want to do. But I don't find that we're in a position that people are going to go.
I don't own no houses, but I know personally people in my family, people I know that own houses, and mad people refinance. I don't know about real estate and all that shit, but I just know what he's saying makes sense because I personally know a few people who had refinanced and shit like that. So, bro's on point.
Default on their mortgages because of the mortgage itself, which is the real reason for 2008. Right now, we're in this situation where we're printing all this money. Inflation is going through the roof. People that are having normal jobs that used to be able to buy their first home, they're not able to. So I think what's going on in this situation is much less going to be a housing crash, but more of like an inflationary issue that is just going to really hurt people in regards to the job that they have no longer covers the lifestyle that they need to have a family, have their first home, get married, do all the things that maybe we could have done in our, you know, our earlier career. I think that's the part that's really hurting people the most.
Yeah.
Nah, he's spitting facts. It's getting treacherous out here, man. It's scary out this bitch. You feel me? Alert. You feel me? Something wrong. The error going on in the economy right now. Inflation is going insane. What the fuck? So it might not be the same as before in 2008, but some shit is going down, and they're trying to hold it off as long as they can. But yeah,
what that's going to look like, I'm not sure. You know, people keep saying the interest rates are going to drop, but I don't see how with inflation continuing to rise. I mean, the Fed pulls the lever based off of, you know, heating and cooling the market. Well, if the market continues to stay hot and continues to do this, there's not a lot of room to pull that lever down. You know, it's an election year.
Honestly, yo, from what I'm seeing, listen, empires, they rise and fall. America is going through it. I don't know if you see what's happening in Europe, in the UK. They ass clipped. Like, it's all foreigners is coming in. Like, the UK is not about to be UK no more. White people is getting eradicated. You feel me? Like, yo, the UK is an example of like a falling empire, and America's not too far behind, bro. And it's like, what the fuck is gonna happen with this shit, bro? But one thing for sure, America's losing slowly its power and its influence. This shit is gonna affect all of our lives, bro. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, but some shit is going on for real, and we all feel it for real. And they trying to lie and say like, oh, it's not a recession, because they added a whole new metric that was never in that bitch. It used to be like, I think the definition of recession was like 2 quarters of negative fucking decline of the market or some shit like that. But then now, because we was in one, now we're technically not, which is bullshit. Because they added in the metric of new jobs, which they just inflate the numbers. They're a bunch of fucking scammers just making shit up. You feel me? But interesting to see how this shit gonna play out. And we gotta be like in our top best mindsets. We gotta work as hard as we fucking can right now to have some surplus, because shit is getting real right now, for real.
And
tough election.
Tough year.
I'm gonna tell you,
So let's talk about that.
I think this year is going to be one of the most impactful years the world ever sees. It's not just America. I think 40% of countries are like important elections are happening this year.
Very much so.
And we're in this very interesting, on the verge of World War III, sending a bunch of money to Ukraine. We're having these issues with sanctions, which changes things around oil and our currency. And then you have BRICS. I don't think
the first time, right?
Yeah. And that's what kind of angers me about people that like have Ukraine flags on their house.
Yeah, I don't know if America is gonna be able to come back from this one, dog. It might be clipped. It might be clipped for us, bro. We might be in trouble in this bitch. Actually, no. But hey, man, that audiobook that we reviewed yesterday spoke about talk motherfucking wealth. AKA Speak Life. So we're gonna say we're gonna make it out this bitch. Fuck it. We talking wealth. We speaking life. You heard? We're gonna find a way out of this bitch. We're gonna find a way to prosper, even if it's not just the country. Individually, my people, my tribe, everybody that I fuck with, you feel me? And the people who sought the answers, the people who's willing to put the work in and the self-development and the personal growth and who's willing to grind it out, you feel me? We're gonna prosper. That's a fucking fact. Talk well, baby. Continue though.
Houses.
I have no clue.
Well, it's like, first of all, not only are you a dickhead and ignorant, you're ignorant. And the reason is like we print $60 billion so it can not actually go to Ukraine, but go to like Lockheed Martin. So
Yeah.
all of the politicians that own stocks in these companies that ship off one of our largest GDPs is weapons, right?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I gotta be honest right now. America is already taken over by a coup. I'm not gonna say who, but they got little fashion accessories. And it's taken over by a coup already. Right? And these motherfuckers is scamming. I know the signs. I know the signs. I know the type. You feel me? I'm fully aware of this type of shit, I'm telling you. And these motherfuckers scamming. All that money they sending and shit like that, that shit disappeared. These motherfuckers is scamming. And that shit is alarming. Yeah, because how is the country, how is everything gonna function when they scamming all our tax dollars and they ain't even paying back the damn debt? What? How is that gonna work? You feel me? But honestly, on some real shit, politics is all theater and all bullshit. So we're not gonna get too deep. We're not gonna get too deep into that shit. You as the individual and me, we gotta just do what we gotta do. We gotta self-develop. We gotta be personally develop ourselves and make ourselves the most anti-fragile that we could be. We gotta work hard and we gotta work smart. Both. This is crunch time right now. The middle class is disappearing. Andrew Tate said it best. It's about to be have-nots and have-yachts. You feel me? The middle class is disappearing. So it's like now is the time. And fuck what's going on or whatever the fuck. Hey, listen, man, I never hated on nobody getting their money, but I just want to say the U.S. government and shit like that, all this money they send them niggas scamming. Get your money, you feel me? Whatever. I'm just calling out the facts. But this shit is crazy, dog. They sending mad money on over. I just wish I was Zelensky, bro. I think they just copped the Bugatti.
They get richer. The middle class gets poorer. The agenda, especially on the liberal side, says, Ukraine, Ukraine. Oh, you mean so all those young men can die? So that small country can get its ass absolutely handed to it by Russia, and they'll make it sound like they're not. But let's face it, like Russia could just go in there and wipe them at any. But all their young men are getting wrecked. All yeah. And then the women are leaving, you know, and getting out. And then you with your Ukraine flag on your house don't understand that your job at Starbucks and the money that you make at Starbucks, your $7 to $10 an hour, whatever that is, it now has a substantially smaller spending power than it did before we started printing money and sending to Ukraine so boys could die.
And even when you like, why do you have a Ukraine flag hanging outside and not an American flag?
1,000%.
That's because there's been this whole anti-American thing that has happened. You know, when we grow up, like in the 80s, right? Like it was super American.
That's
Everything
right.
Was
and you know
right.
why? We had a common enemy. Yeah. It was like Russia.
Right.
The Rocky story.
America
Rocky
was together.
story.
In a lot of ways, it was a Rocky story. Right. A lot of ways it was. And now China or whomever that wants to see us fail can just sit back and we can divide the races, we can divide the genders and rot from the inside out. And you're dividing the socioeconomic classes as well.
Yep. You know what they call that? They call that divide and conquer. One of the oldest motherfucking tricks in the book. Divide and conquer. These motherfuckers know what they doing. And it's evil. That shit didn't even really go. But yeah, man, don't get too caught up though, because it's all theater. Don't get too caught up, man. Remember, everything in life is a reflection, bro. We're God. We're one with God, especially collectively. The one mind, it's only one mind. Everything in the outside world is a reflection and a symbol back to yourself, bro. So just remember, it's entertainment, it's theater, and at the end of the day, you gotta work the hardest you could work, do the best you can do, try to help people as much as you can, and provide value, and try to bring people closer to God, bro. You can only do. You just gotta focus on yourself, and don't get too caught up in this shit, bro. Because it is distraction. At the end of the day, there's always people succeeding, and you could be one of those people too. You feel me? So don't get too caught up in this shit. You feel me? Stay focused on what really matters. What you can control.
Well, and that's where the real pain is. It's like the American dream, to take college out of it, where somebody can get up, go work a job, be the man of the house, support a family that he loves, take care of his children, be the hero of his own home, and be the leader. That's pretty well out the window.
That shit gone.
As of right now. And so I think that it's very interesting that we're in a time where there are no American flags on the houses.
Right.
We are still the greatest superpower that ever was. It is simply up to America to come together and not rot from the inside out.
And they got us, all of us need to stop this division, because it's like, you know, there's so many things being thrown at us to divide us, to take our eyes off what is really happening, and why is all this money going out of our country and not staying in our country to fix all these problems. And I'm also a combat veteran. You're cutting veteran benefits for illegal.
You know why? You know why? Because they fucking scamming. I'm telling you, man, these motherfuckers out here getting money.
Illegal immigrants that are coming into this country, when these guys are killing themselves every 22 minutes, right? Like, and we sent them to war, but that we didn't find any weapons of mass destruction, right? So we're in all these things where, like, the money needs to stay here and rebuild this country now. And all these things that we're seeing in this election year, you know, as we all kind of know, this is a really important election. We need people to just wake up a bit, you know, stop putting the American flag down. This is,
Yo, it seems like it's an important election, and I kind of agree with everything they're saying. But the thing is, God prevails, and there's much more important things, and it is somewhat of a distraction. It's somewhat real. It's somewhat a distraction. But the fact of the matter is, if you was really doing everything you needed to do, none of this shit would matter to you, and you would be able to protect you and your family, and even wake some other people up. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to use your discernment with this shit, man. My advice is don't get too caught up in it.
Is the greatest country in the world.
It still is.
Remember what it took for us to get here, you know, and we're still an early country. Right. So it's like, remember what it took for us to get here, and remember the freedoms, and appreciate what we do have here. Because you can go anywhere else and anybody can say, like, oh, I'm going to move out of the US. I don't want to be here. Like, go ahead, dude.
Yeah.
Go try it somewhere else. It's like, see what you got there. See what kind of opportunities you have there.
I think I'm a good spokesperson for that.
Indeed.
I came here, and I know what it took for me to get here. It took, I mean, I had to go through loops to get my legal immigration. I didn't come here. I was not once illegal over here at any point in time. I came here on certain visas, travel visa first at 19 years old. I came here first week I was in the United States. I went to Santa Monica, and I'd already built up my moving company. I won at the time 2 of the 3 Young Businessman of the Year awards. And I gave it.
Moving company? Moving company. What was you moving, Doc? We know what you're talking about, Flex.
It up because I seen that this country was that glass half full. No, I didn't give up on my business. I had the intention of opening up over here, but I went into another business.
That's a different dream, though.
But when I came over here, I seen the glass half full, and I slept on that sofa for a year and a half, chased the dream, built up the life in Wales that nobody believed in me. And then I was on this peg again, believing in myself, looking in the mirror every single day, having my days where I was like, why am I doing this? I know why I'm doing this. Stick on it.
Right.
More synchronicities, bro. I just made a YouTube video. My most recent YouTube video was called "Why Am I Doing This?" / "Do I Want to Keep Doing This?" And that's gonna happen so many times. You feel me? That's gonna happen so many times. There's gonna be so many nights. It's gonna be mattress on the floor. It's gonna be motherfucking no furniture in the crib. You feel me? Trust me, I know, nigga. I'm living this shit right now. I'm in the beginning stages. You feel me? Now I am a little eccentric, let's say. So I could have certain things, but I choose to spend money on other things. So it's not 100% like it's a necessity. It's like it's not like fucking I had to like this long, but fucking you're gonna be going through shit like that. You feel me? And you gotta just really stay down and stay focused. So all the success stories are the same, bro. Everybody who is really self-made, they had to really go through periods of sacrifice. You feel me? Where it's not glamorous. The shit ain't always glamorous. You feel me? Life is not a movie. It's real fucking life. So you better be ready to fucking be in that fight and take them licks, take them hits, and hit back in that bitch. Fuck.
Hitting the face.
Yo, synchronicity, dog. I be saying shit when I pause and then they say the same shit right after, bro. It's fucking wild.
Small little opportunity, homed in on that. Nothing big, but enough for me to keep me in the groove. Money was depreciating fast, and then I had that call in from Joe Weider's office basically saying that they were going to give me, it was like $1,800, $2,000 contract, changed my life at the time. But, you know, I know as I mentioned, the loopholes. I was married and had 2 kids, and I just got my green card status after 15 years and millions of dollars in taxes. So when I see this incredible country, and I still think it's the best country in the world, and I'm Welsh, it's kept this accent strong. Like my home, where I come from.
That was a New Jersey accent.
I'm trying to
learning new things every day about it.
Hey, what, son? Hey, bro, trying to take a shot at Jersey? Or he's just trying to be funny, yo. Shout out to Jersey, man. You know we Jersey boy over here. You know we rep Jersey to the end. Dirty Jersey. Special place, man. Really breed some different type characters.
Brand, bro. I've got a brand, okay? I'm doubling down. I know what my home or where I was born, but this is where I live, and I've been able to create my own dream, my own businesses, family, and I'm still hungry and driven because, as you mentioned, as also did you, the lessons that I've learned through failure has kept me in the game. Because had I not failed in my earlier part of my life, even this thing, right? I can mention this. The last time I was in a sling and in a cast, I was 15 years old, and I got the news that I was half a centimeter away from having my arm amputated due to that operation. So I sat there during the summer holidays, manifesting what I wanted to do next when I got out of this sling. And it was crazy. Backflips, walking handstands. You've heard some of these stories, as have you. Everybody thought I was crazy. But who fucking done it? Me. Because as you mentioned, this is such a powerful tool that we're all blessed in this room to have. And thankfully, that has carried me throughout my whole life to get where I am right now, as it has with you guys.
All right. How would you say that watching content or taking courses or going to events or reading books helped you on your path? Did it help motivate?
Let me tell you something, son. For a minute, for the past few years, bro, you won't like. I don't watch Netflix and shit like that no more. I mean, I like movies and shit. Sometimes I do. I download movies. Honestly, it's been a minute though. I feel guilty. Like I gotta spend my time with these people. I gotta spend my time with people who's where I want to be. That's what I do, bro. That's all I do. I haven't bought no mentorships or none of that shit yet. You feel me? Eventually I will, honestly. When I really get to balling and I could drop 10 or 20K to go meet one of these people in person, and then I'm gonna be so developed by that point that obviously they're gonna fuck with me. I'm gonna build a relationship with them at that point, etc. You feel me? Like
Pause.
nah, but fucking like I already know, like
Bumblecart!
once up to that point, like I'm gonna be doing that shit too. But for right now, bro, you gotta just be careful where you put your attention. You feel me? That's why this is the like other streams, they be just on bullshit, entertainment, funny shit. Like, nah, bro. This is a testament to what I am and the energy I really give out, how I really live. Like, this is what I do, bro. I was watching this shit on my own, doing mad other shit. And I was like, you know what? I gotta knock this shit out for today. I gotta knock out the stream for today. Let me just get it out the way early. You feel me? And it's like, yeah, bro, you gotta spend your energy and your time and invest in. And there's been people that I bought their fucking their like monthly shop off Brandon Carter's fucking his Discord, his community link, and that give away signals for options trading and shit like that. Like you gotta invest in yourself too. And I'm honestly now I'm making mad shit, I'm creating mad shit. So I'm investing in myself in that way, you feel me? And then I spend a lot of time whenever I'm doing shit. You feel me? When I'm outside, when I'm being outside doing shit that I have to do, like I'm in the headphones with this. Like it's always podcasts. It's always somebody. I got like my like 10 to 15 people that I fuck with. And it's like I'm just always bombarding myself with this information. So via osmosis, it just becomes me. You feel me? Very important. Super fucking important, bro. This is like how you can put yourself through college. Like instead of going to college, like you can put yourself through. You can educate yourself via all these people and their free content. And then whoever you resonate with or whoever you study, you think that it's worth it to try their shit or to meet them in person, then you do that. You feel me? But self-investments, bro. Self-investments, fucking huge. Drop a fucking bomb for that shit. Because if you still here and you watching this shit, then you doing that shit right now for yourself. I just want to let you know you're on the right path and you're going to keep experiencing synchronicities and God is going to communicate with you. And I pray that God touches your heart, and he will. Let us continue.
Motivate you to keep you aligned to what you wanted?
So growing up, I had horrible attention span in lessons. The area I come from, you know, again, they do their best. The teachers are either.
Just to give you some context, this guy it's his podcast. Justin Waller is the guest. It's his podcast. This is Flex Lewis. 200K subscribers, very successful dude. He's not just a podcaster. He was a bodybuilder. He's a very successful bodybuilder. I think he won Olympia multiple times. He's made himself a multi-millionaire off bodybuilding. So he's a credible fucking guy too. Just to give you some context and background on him.
Actually, some of the teachers were there from the old cane days when I was there. So these guys had tempers, but unfortunately they couldn't use the cane on you anymore. Very strict. Any kid who wasn't paying attention was sent to the back of the class or the front. That was me. I was always looking out the window, looking what was going on in the PE department outside in the fields. So I never got to truly have that education until I left. I was in college. College changed the game for me.
Mind you, bro is from Wales, which is like, I don't even know where the fuck that is, to be honest. I'm going to keep it all the way a fucking being for real.
Stupid.
I don't know where Wales is. I think it's close to Ireland. And to be honest, I don't 100% know where Ireland is.
Stupid.
I mean, I know it's in Europe. I don't know exactly where and shit like that. You feel me? I think it's like, is Eastern Europe closer to the United States or further? I think that if you go off the East Coast, so that would mean West. So Eastern Europe. I think it's like Western. I think it's West in Europe. Or maybe a little north, if I'm not mistaken.
Stupid.
I might be wrong about that shit. We don't know 100%. But bro, it's like, you feel me? Came to the land of opportunity. You heard? Damn, I need to get that eagle sound. I need to get the fucking yo. If y'all know any funny sounds, definitely send them through for me to get those sounds going. But I need to get that, you know, the eagle sound. So when I talk about some patriotic shit, I could put the eagle. And that shit is funny as hell. Nah, but bro came here and really from Wales, bro, from motherfucking Wales. Wales came all the way here, made himself successful, multi-millionaire. Just had to give a little context, put some respect on bro name. Go ahead, continue, my dude. Also, Flex Lewis, I think he's like 5'5" or 5'6", and I'm like 5'5" or 5'6". So that nigga's a fucking gold off red, nigga. Shout out to my vertically challenged niggas out there. Fuck it. Talking shit, my guy.
Again, the blueprint we talked about. Didn't know it was anything else outside of that. And I realized that education and knowledge is power. I started surrounding myself with certain people. And when I got to the US, same thing again. Now I've retired. I've surrounded myself with different people of substance, knowledge, gratitude, humility, all of the above. People I want to emulate and again, rub off on me in the right ways. So him and I are friends. But it wasn't really again until I came to the US that I started.
He said what? You said he wanted people to rub off on him?
Pause.
You going crazy, Flex Lewis.
Big pause. Big pause.
I don't know about that one.
Bumblecard!
I just want an excuse to use the sound effects, so I saw an opportunity. Go ahead, Flex. Talk your shit, brother.
Being around these certain mentors that were speaking about, you know, getting knowledge from XYZ. Didn't have that in Wales. Nobody even told me about certain books that you guys may have read in school or college. So I feel like I lost out on a big chapter of knowledge. And even when I started my first business, just like you, I threw myself into the mix. I was like, I'm going to learn as I go along. I had skills that other people of 19-year-olds at that age didn't have. And that was a little bit of charisma, a little cheeky charm, you know, a little bit of humor here or there. And that was...
He has some muscles too.
This nigga Flex was trapping, dog, like every other bodybuilder selling steroids. Like, I don't mean to blow bro spot up, but game respect game. This nigga was trapping. And the way he's talking about charmer shit, maybe he was scamming a little bit too. He was getting it.
I had a little muscle too. I'm not going to lie. I did win the universe when I was 20. But it was the guy who they answered the door to was also the guy that physically moved their property. And I think it was something reassuring that, yes, I was the boss, but I was also with my crew and I led from the front. But that knowledge I gained on site, the textbook knowledge and the mentorships, I gained way later on in life.
And that's actually what I was asking you about. It's like, I don't feel like I learned anything, particularly in school. It was the hunger to understand how to actually get what I was trying to get done once I had started the business. Or really, I'd have to say that my education started. It was all after school.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know how to do this. I have to go find ways to learn from somebody that has done this. I told somebody on a podcast the other day, I easy have 7 figures in me buying coaching from people, our books, our events, or all of the, I spent loads and loads of money with eMyth. After I read eMyth, I had a personal eMyth consultant for like 2 years, just getting everything in place that, to be quite fair, wasn't in school for me to learn anyway. And because I was the same way, I was labeled 504 in America. That basically means you have ADD. And I don't even think that I had ADD. And I don't think you did either. I don't think you had.
Justin Waller is fucking a goat. I'm gonna drop a fucking bomb for this nigga right now. What he's doing right here is he's selling. See, Justin Waller, he's branching off. He has his own Telegram and his own group community. See, if you really break it down, all these people online make money the same way, bro. It's the same formula. This shit has been around since like years ago. And it's like you have tiers and you have a sales funnel, right? And it starts at the lowest price, is usually around $47. Shout out to 47. Let's go ahead and drop that bomb. More synchronicities. You feel me? The lowest tier is usually somewhere between like 10 or like no. Usually it's like $47 for a product. 10 is like for a small entry level, just community like monthly or some shit like that. But they usually have a free product and they have a $47 product, right? That's just information. Maybe it's like an ebook or some shit. And then they have a group setting, which is between $100 and $300, where they hop on Zoom calls. There's other people in the group, but you also get into the community. You can deal with other people who are on the same mission. You can network. You can help each other like that. And then they have the fucking one-on-one, which is usually from like 1,000 to 3,000 type shit, maybe monthly or maybe one time. And then they have the in-person masterminds, things like that. Andrew Tate has the motherfucking the war room. That's his version of that shit. Everyone is doing the same shit, bro. Everyone's doing the same shit. It's a sales funnel. You get the traffic in. You know what I'm saying? You use the internet to get the traffic, and then you have this funnel going on. You feel me? And it's the same thing over and over again. And what he's doing right now is being a beast, ethically, by the way. But he's a great salesperson, and that's why he brought this shit up. Because at the end of the day, he linked up with Andrew Tate in the war room, and he became one of the top affiliates for fucking Hustlers University, or fucking the real world, the shit that Andrew sells, his base level shit, and also the war room, and he gets a percentage and shit like that. And fucking, he's goated, and he's telling the truth though, cause he did the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's also selling, and he's also giving the game. Drop a fucking bomb for this goated shit. Real spill, real sauce right here. You feel me? Like, and also I just want to take this time to say, go ahead. And I also have shit available. I got fitness shit available. You feel me? Fitness program. My shit is $300 a month. You feel me? To go ahead and transform your fucking body. You feel me? You got macros, you got workouts, and then you got dealing with me directly. You feel me? Because I'm still small time, so you're gonna be dealing with me directly. You feel me? And also I have one-on-one mindset. Like if you just want to ask me anything about Twitter, about this, that, and I also offer like FaceTime calls and shit like that. Go check this fucking description for that shit. You feel me? Go ahead, Justin. Talk your shit. Sell your shit and drop value at the same time. Double fucking whammy, bitch.
You had an attention problem. I just don't think you were interested in the subject.
I fucking
That was exactly the same way.
Yeah.
I had a tough time in school, and I felt stupid.
Yeah, that's it. I was called stupid.
Yeah, I felt stupid. You know, I would stay after class. I was that dude, had to do all the extra work, and it made me
tutors.
feel
Take
like
over worldwide hat. You feel me? The embroidery hat is available on the fucking website. Go cop the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm just not as smart as the rest of these kids, which gave me a little bit of a complex, you know. And as I got out of school and realized that, you know, you have to be curious and you have to learn some of your own things, because really, you don't really utilize any of this stuff you learn in public school.
And
right?
and the timing is not applicable to your life.
No.
So you're not interested in it at all.
And they're not preparing you to balance your checkbook. They're not preparing you for any of the real things that you're going to be tackling in life as well. Right. So yeah, I mean, I think that mentors, as you said, is so important, right? Like they can help you, you know, avoid that pitfall, right, that we all might step in, right? And having those mentors around to give you those, you know, those inside pieces and keep you on the right path is so important. I always tell young guys that, right? Like you got to find mentors. And for me, I was very lucky in my professional career in food and beverage, hospitality, nightlife. You know, I've had, you know, Jason Strauss, right? He's the top nightlife, you know, impresario in the world, the Tao Group's largest nightlife company in the world. He's been one of my best friends for a long time, and I'm lucky to have him in my life to look at those contracts, right? Because, you know, there's so many little things where guys can get you in a contract, or, you know, different pieces that he's helped me avoid some of those mistakes that I would have made. And I've made a lot of my own mistakes anyway. And there's times where he's like, you don't listen to me, Rock. Like, you're still, because there's times where I'm like, I hear you, but I'm going to do it this way because this is what I feel in my heart. So I am still true to myself in a lot of ways, and I'll take risks that I feel are necessary. But there are a lot of things those mentors can really save you from and really put you on the path. So it's definitely a thing that I plan on mentoring some young guys as I continue to grow, you know.
And
Yeah.
that mentorship, though, is that is kind of a nice segue into something that you're doing right now with school.
Yeah, so we just started a new school group about a month ago, and we're taking this group of people and helping them create that vision that they want for their life.
I know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. I be seeing you through the fucking matrix. I really be studying shit. You feel me? Like, I really know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you notice, a lot of times I pause, I'll give my input, and then right after they're gonna say exactly what the fuck I said, because I'm a fucking go drop the fucking bomb, bitch. No, I'm a magical ass, wizard ass nigga, man. We got the fucking cherry vanilla incense going. I need some nice fragrance in my fucking vicinity, you heard? But that was exactly on point with what I was saying. He started off promoting Andrew shit, and now he's branching out into his own shit. Fucking goat.
Life. And we're doing in a very systematic way. I have this relationship with myself I call the rocking chair test, where I was at an event, must have been late 20s, and they had you could either write a eulogy about what they would say about you at your funeral. So you had to close your eyes and imagine, close your eyes, imagine that everybody you love and care for is in a room and you're there in the casket. What will the person writing your eulogy say about you? But then you have to write it. It's dark. It's a dark exercise. I'm actually gonna put it in, install it next week into the group. But then once you have that vision of let's call it the man you want to become, from there I use the man that I want to become as kind of my North Star. So I chose to write it to my grandfather instead of write it what they'd say about me. But since then I've changed it to writing to the oldest version of myself that can no longer live my life. I'm sitting in a rocking chair. I can't go out and do the things I used to do. And now I work for him and I communicate to him. So when I'm making a decision or I'm scared or there's a big real estate property, they'll say it's bigger than one I've ever bought, and there's anything that is stopping me or slowing me down, I literally have this ongoing conversation with the older version of me. And I keep selfie videos and I keep them all along my path in my phone so I can go back and watch where I was over the course of time. But it helps me make decisions and it helps me move forward with a little less fear because I'm retrospectively looking back at myself now. And it just allows me to kind of put it all in perspective in a way. And then also, I just want that old man to be proud of me. And so the things that we're doing in school that we're actually going to, in fact, install next week is creating what that vision looks like and then working back to what it's going to take along the path, the things that you have to do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis in order to see that vision come to life. You were talking about vision. I truly believe if you can see it clear enough, you can make it become a reality. It will happen over time. So we're doing that. And along with that, I'm actually coming out with a real estate course that's a little bit different than what you would commonly get in an online course. So not only are we going to teach the course, all the different ways that you can make money, let's say based off of where your career is, the capital you have, fast money, medium money, long-term money, but also where those things make sense in the debt cycle. You know, a lot of people got hurt in 2008 because they were sitting on a bunch of houses that could not get sold. Even now, when I see people building houses right now, I'm like, who's buying these houses at 7.5% interest rate? What's on the other side of this construction schedule for you? Did you think about the debt cycle and where we are? I'm asking these questions, and maybe they know something I don't. But when I see people building, and I just wonder, who is the buyer at the end? And so it's these types of things that we're going to be very in-depthly teaching people in the real estate course. We're going to call it Allies, something a guy named Chris Rood is going to do. But not only are we going to do that, but for the students that join and they run into a deal that they either can't tackle themselves or they can't fund, we're actually going to partner with them on the deal. So not only are you going to come in and we're going to show you how, and then interactively talk to you about, let's say, the underwriting process or what you're dealing with a buyer or a seller or structuring a deal to make it actually work, particularly in this type of market with the bank debt being so high, you kind of have to get creative sometimes on the terms, whether you go owner finance, IO, all these different things you can do.
Yeah.
But if there's a situation where it makes sense to partner with the student, we're going to take that step and step in and help them get the deal through, which I think is something that is completely different than what's been offered thus far when it comes to just teaching a course.
Yeah.
So Chris, my partner on this, he's got 19 trailer parks himself. He's been in the business for a long time, and all of whether it's flipping, wholesaling, building, developing, big apartment buildings and big trailer parks like the ones I own, raising money, whatever that looks like, we're going to be there with them in the trenches, and even doing deals. So I'm looking forward not only to seeing people make money that go through the course that we're building together, but also hope to see them at the closing table. So I'm excited about it, man. I really think it's going to be a fulfilling thing to do.
Fantastic.
It sounds amazing to think like, from this group of men and women, right? Like you see their growth process as you're really building them and at the same time. I think it's really special that.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, man. It's like, I had a call with the people that are going to help us with the marketing and the sales today. And my main thing is like, I don't want any money that I don't feel like didn't come from us really helping somebody. Like, I want you to poke holes in every part of the course. I want you to poke holes in every part of the program, everything, like, because you know how it is, man.
I'm over here handling my Twitter business, and I'm about to mute myself because I'm gonna need to fucking post a short and then be having sound and shit like that. You feel me? I gotta stay on my fucking path. What I'm doing while I'm streaming, multitask, drop a fucking bomb for me being goated. But I also want to say Justin Waller's a fucking GOAT, and I will say personally, after watching all his content and shit like that, I fuck with bro. I think I know his ethics is on point. From what I see, I'll say his ethics are on point. Just my intuition and just reading people, I can see bro is like really on point, and he knows like for shit to be sustainable, you really gotta provide the value. So if anybody's interested in what he's talking about, I vouch for bro for sure, definitely.
Man, it's like, you don't want to make money from something and not feel like you actually gave somebody that value. And like, people are out here like saying that maybe Baller Busters shouldn't. I actually kind of support Baller Busters in a way. I know they're not online right now, and maybe they're attacking people I know and I like, and I'm not saying that I like that. But what I am saying is that, in a lot of ways, especially in 2024, you can take a course, be 20 years old, regurgitate that course, and make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then you can turn around and sell, CEO University. And you can also shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have hair on your balls, son.
I know.
Yeah, it's like you got all these young guys, snake oil salesmen. It's like, what have you accomplished?
Life coaches.
Who are you
Right.
teaching?
20-year-old life coaches.
Yeah.
Right. And you see it. And I think it's these scars that you get.
Bro said you ain't even got hair on your balls yet.
Pause. Big pause. Big pause.
That when you do go out to help somebody, it like, that's the number one thing that I can think about. That's all I can think about right now is like, how do we make it work? How is it truly, truly, truly valuable to them in a way that will change their life? Because, I heard a guy say this, and he's so right about it. His name's Keith Cunningham. Keith Cunningham does a lot of stuff with Tony Robbins, actually.
Okay.
Nobody comes to see Keith, right? I did, because the only Tony Robbins events I've ever been to had Keith Cunningham. Most people go to Tony's events so they can jump up and down and shit and have a party. It's like church camp. No disrespect to Tony. Complete G. Love it. Keith Cunningham is kind of boring, but he's so good. And what he says about people with courses, he says, you know what hay is after the horse puts it in his mouth? When it comes out of his ass, it's shit. and that,
I love that.
and that, my friend, is a course. That, my friend, is a course that was regurgitated by a 20-year-old that rented a Lamborghini and is telling you how to live your life. I have no disrespect for those young guys that are hustling. I really do. I think the ones I like the most, though, are the ones that do interviews and give their value through talking to people that have done it. I can respect and appreciate those.
See, that's what I'm doing right now. You feel me? I'm not capping. I'm not selling no course on how to make money. I will only sell shit that I have real expertise in. I've been working out for damn near 20 years. You feel me? Started working out when I was 8 years old. You feel me? And I just know how to transform my body. I've been through periods where I was drinking a lot, doing drugs. I was really down to weight, skinny as fuck. And then you could go look on my Twitter and shit. You can go look on my YouTube. And then I transformed my body, brolic as fuck. Right now I'm in between, which is why I'm wearing the shirt, because I was slacking for the past month. Got a lot of shit going on in life. No excuses, whatever. I'm bouncing the fuck back as soon as I decide to make it a motherfucking priority again. You feel me? Your boy's going to be back in top shape, looking borderline anabolic. That's the name of the fucking program. That's actually what my program is called, borderline anabolic, because the results that we get, you know, when you're in that top shape, after a few months of following this program, and then fucking you got a pump at the gym and you're flexing and your veins are busting and you're looking mad lean and you got some nice size and your muscles are full at the same time, it's questionable. It's questionable. Like, is he on steroids? That's why we call it motherfucking borderline anabolic. But you're not going to see me talking about like, oh, selling my course on how to make money, even though I've had business online where I made 6 figures in a year, where I made 100K, 80K back-to-back years. You feel me? Like, I made probably a few 100K over the course of like 4 years. But I'm not even fucking talking about money. You feel me? I could talk about what I did with that shit. You feel me? But like, I'm not at the level where I'm making multiple M's, so I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm going to give you the expertise on what I know how to do, which is fitness mainly. And then also, if you also growing platforms and shit like that, and just mindset really, or just one-on-one coaching. You feel me? If you think there's something of value that I could provide to you after watching my shit, then I have the one-on-one FaceTimes and shit available. Just kind of like open range. Like, you tell me, you talk about whatever you want to ask me. And you just pay like per half hour type shit. You feel me? Like, but you ain't gonna see me selling a course on how to make money. But you are gonna see me on this fucking podcast sharing the value of what the shit that I'm feeding from the people who's on that level. You feel me? And that's exactly what Justin's talking about, saying that he respects. So more fire.
Those guys, because they see the opportunity in the industry, but they know they've not built a business yet. And so instead of putting, kind of a front up as if they did, they simply go find value and bring it to people, and they monetize it that way.
Yeah.
And I think that, every generation has a new set of problems that come with a new set of opportunities. And there is a gold rush to social media. And I understand that. And I understand that as a young man, you see this opportunity to grow a platform, and I understand why they take it. And if they take it the right way and go about it the right way, I think they'll be very happy with how they went about it. But I think there's some of them that could regret it in the future if they end up taking a lot of money and realize they didn't help anybody. I think that would be an issue. And I think anybody that's gone through a real business would have that as the number one alarm going off in their head.
Yeah, sometimes it might be fucking tempting, you feel me? But that's very scam. Like, and I could tell you, like you can make some money, but that shit is not sustainable, you feel me? And that's why it's better to do things the correct way and really provide value. Listen, I'm talking from experience. I've been in many different fields in my life, you feel me? I've lived multiple different lives. Like, I used to sell drugs. I used to do other shit that's, you know what I'm saying? I talk about shit that's past the statute of limitations and shit like that. I used to fucking sell drugs and do shady shit, and it didn't work out. You feel me? I'm just blessed. I got people around me that died, went to jail, niggas indicted, facing 20 years and shit like that, bro. You feel me? Like, and you can make money in nefarious ways, but it's not sustainable. You feel me? And that karma always comes back around. You feel me? So it's best to just do shit the right way.
Is to make sure that this value is real. And so I think that's what's most important to us right now, is making sure we nail it in every way.
And where can people find this information to join your group?
The best way to get in touch would be through Instagram, Justin Winwaller 7 on Instagram. Yeah.
For school.
Yeah, for school. And then also you could always message us at justinwinwaller.com.
Okay.
We have people there as well.
And this is going live when?
So the real estate course will be out in a couple weeks.
Okay.
School has already started. We've slowed down promotion on it just to make sure we have everything in place.
Yo, I'm telling you, I fuck with Justin Waller, bro. So go fuck with his shit, man.
We're doing a lot.
Your boy Ab Thrice Great. Ab Trismegistus approves. Ab Trismegistus Approve. Go check my man Justin Waller out, bro. He's definitely a GOAT, man.
A lot of member surveys and things like that, like really digging into the things they want to see. I kind of learned. I tried to do a fitness app one time in my 20s, just for a little blip for like a year. And one thing I learned about product development is you can always guess what the feature is that people are going to use, but you're way better off just putting it in their hands, you know, and finding out what it is that they use. And so
That's a fact. I can attest to this. Speaking of one of my past lives, I was into music, and I got to the first tier of the music industry actually at one point, where I had worked with some successful artists. I have some songs with, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Gemini. Lucky just dropped that album. A lot of that album is produced by Brent Rambo, who's a producer who's really close with Lucky. I have a few songs produced by Brent Rambo. I have songs produced by Captain Crunch. I believe he produced Gucci Gang and a few other hit platinum records. And I was first tier in the music industry, and it's tiered. It's like when you first start getting traction, it's like each tier is like a group of people all in the same tier getting the same amount of views and shit like that, and like plays and shit like that. And then there's a few people in each tier that fuck with people in the tier above. You feel me? And I got to the first tier of the music industry. I had a song on SoundCloud that did 1.2 million plays. I had Lyrical Lemonade write article on me and shit like that. This is 50 Cent's blog write articles on me and shit like that. I was in the first tier of the music industry, and fucking, what made me bring this up?
I'm kind of taking that, just putting it in their hands.
Oh yeah. And the thing is, it's crazy because there would be times where I would be making a song and I'd be like, oh, this is it right here. This one is it. This one's fire. Like, you go to the studio, right? You're paying for studio time. So you want to get the most bang for your buck. So like you go in that bitch. For me, I was writing. Like, you could either punch in or you can write. And at this time in my career, I was writing shit. So like I would be like, yo, I'm going to bang out these three songs for sure, and maybe this fourth song. But I'm going to do this song first because this is what I think is the hottest. And I've had multiple times where I go in the studio session, I record the fucking three songs, and like the last song is like the most insignificant in my head. It's like a throwaway. It's like, I already got the main one. This one's gonna go crazy. And this shit's like, I just want to use up the rest of the time and make some more art, And then it's like, that's the one that hits. That's the one that resonates with people. And that resonates with me, what he's saying, similarly with his product and products that you make generally, because when you're dropping music as a musical artist, that's a product too. And it's like, those products, fucking, you don't know sometimes what the market is gonna like. You know what I'm saying? You might have a certain perspective, and it's like sometimes it'd be totally different. Or like, I'm dropping content, you know, it might be certain podcasts I'm like, this is gonna go crazy, or videos or whatever, and it's just random. Sometimes you don't know what the market's gonna like, and that's why you gotta just hit it with the volume and keep putting shit out. But I just had to get my little two cents on that because I relate to what bro's talking about here.
You know, and
Definitely resonates with me right there on that one.
finding out what it is that they use. And so I'm kind of taking that approach to it. So we opened it up, way more people joined than I thought they would. And so we've slowed down on the promotion a little bit, and we're like building these things out for them. And we'll lay that out next week. Everything that we were talking about before. Yeah.
Well, changing gears a little bit. Didn't you just get back from Romania?
I was. Yeah, I was in Romania.
How was your trip to see the tits?
It was great, man. It's always good. It's always good. It's always a good time, man. I just show up. You know, I don't even tell them I'm coming.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, there's no change.
Yeah, they don't care. In fact, they tell me, don't even tell me, just come. Yeah. Wow. Tristan FaceTimed me. Yeah, Tristan FaceTimed me yesterday. He was on a boat with a couple of what you might call stunning young women. And he's like, where are you at, cowboy? And I'm like, be right there. You know? So yeah, anytime I go across the pond, man, I go see them, you know, because at that point I'm too close, you know, so to not go see them. So I went and saw them. We hung out, had some very intense games of Uno, high stakes Uno, street rules. And I flew back, and I dropped off in Miami for about a week. And then I've been here doing podcasts ever since. Yeah,
because you're in Vegas doing a podcast tour right now as well.
Yes, yeah. I've done 6 or 7 in the last few days.
Wow.
Yeah. This is my last one that I'm calling it. This is the last one. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to, we'll keep it chill.
Yeah, mostly it's because Flex is a horrible text messenger. Hey, Flex, when you like a day later, oh, mate.
He'll always get back, though. At some point,
he does.
No,
he's gold. He's gold.
I'll give you an
You got to give shit.
I am notorious for looking at a text at the wrong time, whether I'm on a Zoom call or Google Meet. I look at the text with full intention of getting back.
Bro.
I've learned to unread the text, so then it doesn't.
Can you do that to a text now?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can unread the
Yeah.
text. I've
Yeah.
learned it's.
I
And
do
you'll
that.
definitely get an apology from him
I didn't even know that shit, man. Damn, they just put me on. I didn't even know you could do that.
before you, like, as you get the text back as well. Oh, bro, I'm so sorry.
You
I know
know,
my morals.
you know, it's funny. I don't even sweat it. I
I
don't
don't
even.
either.
No.
Bro, people
I
sweat
don't
too many
either.
small things, man.
Well, I think it's the respect thing, right? And morals, integrity. It's all in this room. It's all in this room. No matter where we're at right now, I've never forgot, the pleas and thank yous and the apologies when it's needed. And I think a lot of people, when they get to a certain status, they lose that. It's because the novelty of them being them, don't have to say sorry or make the, not the excuse, but again, if I missed a
Right.
text, I should say fucking sorry. I just seen this or I missed whatever else. I feel like it's in my DNA to say that, right? So I feel like sometimes I do sweat the small stuff a little bit too much, because I think the small stuff
That's what matters.
is
That's what matters.
yeah, that's what matters.
And that's when, we talk about every generation has a new set of opportunities, a new set of problems. Well, we're at this place where you can almost touch anybody in the world, dude. It may be just one person instead of.
He said what? He said you could almost touch anybody in the world?
Pause. Big pause. Big pause.
Yo. Justin Waller, man. I don't know what you meant by that one. I fucking, they should have never gave me the sound effects, dog. They should have never gave me the sound effects. Drop the fucking bomb. They fucked up when they gave me the sound effects. I'm dropping so many bombs. You thought I was the U.S. government. I'm dropping bombs like I'm fucking Israel. Too much? That might have been a little too much. That might have been a little too much on that one. It's all good though. Let's continue. I'm gonna go get some water. So we're gonna put on the good old GoldenEye intermission. Be right back, y'all. That shit go crazy, man. Who the fuck did they hire in like 1995 to fucking make this fire ass beat for the pause music? When you pause the game playing GoldenEye, you feel me? Not like that, but like when you're playing the video game and you actually pause it, this is the music that would play. Like who did they hire? What type of product? Where is that nigga now? Like, does he have some platinum record? That shit probably went platinum by itself right there. Honestly, not gonna lie. Let's continue though. We almost finished with this shit, guys. We almost made it through. Mad heat though. Like, I fuck with this shit. You feel me? Definitely mad heat.
6, right? But this generation didn't have an advantage that I believe that we had, which is a lot more of networking and interaction and building trust in person.
Human interaction. Everybody's so online now.
Right.
Like, we had to go out. You know, like we couldn't just find a girl on Instagram and like DM her, right? We had to go out.
I tell people all the time. I said, "You think you got it rough? I had to get off the school bus, drop my backpack in the house, and find the nearest trampoline to kiss these hoes in the backyard. You don't know shit."
Yeah.
Right, bro? I'm walking around the mall with a notepad in my pocket, getting phone numbers. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm in a nightclub talking to chicks. Some people think I'm fucking hammered.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's fucking too drunk.
Yeah.
So, welcome to my American experience.
Right.
Cause I'm in the in between, yo. I'm a young OG. I got to experience a little bit of both. You feel me? I had to riz the old style, the old way too. Like go to the mall type shit. You feel me? Shit like that, in person vibes. You feel me? I also became an expert when I started building my platforms. Like either way, it happens. You feel me? Out here dropping the riz crazy. You feel me? Like that shit is just second nature. You feel me? Let us continue.
British one's a little bit better, but nonetheless, the girl chase was a completely different game for me when I came to the United States. The accent did help.
It does help, right?
But in nightclubs, not so much.
Because I couldn't hear you.
Fucking can you? I'm in the year, and they're asking me, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Flax." "What's your name?" "What?"
Brett.
Yeah, I learned. Don't talk to chicks inside nightclubs, but nonetheless, in kind of wrapping up this episode, what we at, Tyus?
1 hour and 20 minutes.
Cool. We spoke about a little bit about everything. Obviously, we spoke about your upbringing. We spoke about businesses. Is there anything that you wanted to ask? I've got a couple more things, and then we can wrap it up. Are you okay?
I've been enjoying the chat, man. I want to check out the course too. I want to just it's really interesting, and I love what you're doing.
Yo, I fuck with how like when he brought it up and he started talking about the mentorship, and they already knew, like, bro right here is solid. Like, shout out to bro for real. He's on point because he knew right away. He was like, yeah, so do you have anything to offer? Like, and then he's actually like, this is some real brotherhood and fire shit. They're here on a podcast together, and he knows like he's helping him. I mean, but he trusts him because Justin Waller's a real one. Like, Justin Waller's a real savage, and he really cares about providing value. So it's not about to be no bullshit, no scam shit. So he feels comfortable to. But you feel me? He's backing him up, and he's pushing people toward the sales. You feel me? I really fuck with that. This shit is fire. And I'm doing the same thing though, cause I fuck with Justin Waller. I've been consuming his content for a minute. I got a lot of free value out of him. And if I wanted to get into the shit that he was selling, like he's talking about partnering up with people on some Grant Cardone shit, like partnering up, putting up money, go 50-50 partnership, whatever they want to do. You feel me? Like as far as copping real estate, I think he's into the fucking, he buys trailer homes and shit, which is very profitable, as he's saying. You feel me? So check my guy Justin Waller out, bro. Fucking go. It's source.
Doing there, you know, you're improving people's lives, you're changing people's lives in a positive way, and I respect that a lot. You know, you're taking what you learned and all you're mentoring this young generation, you know, in these classes, and as well as giving them a first step and opening that door for them, just like we were talking about with this other guy, this gentleman at the construction site, in a different way, and actually in a more constructive way to get them to that next step. It's like an evolutionary mentorship, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Yeah, so
hey, have
we're
you
gonna give it hell.
Seen the pin, the type?
Oh yes, indeed, Stitch Life.
That's right. I'm repping,
point
bro.
that out real quick.
I'm repping.
Yeah, we got to point
And he
that out.
didn't even know, folks.
I
That's the
didn't
thing.
know, guys. I didn't know.
You didn't
I didn't
know.
know at all. I saw this top pin. I'm like, I'm buying that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go back and get one.
I'm gonna send you a few. I'm gonna send you some stuff.
Yeah, I need some. So I like to match my watches and my cufflinks to a top pin.
Mhm.
Well, the details on a suit is what makes the man, right?
It
Those
is.
little pieces on a suit.
It is.
Really,
It's always the
bring it up.
smallest things.
We're going to talk about that. Obviously, you know, growing up with, you know, holes in your pants and, you know, kicking rocks and trying to make ends meet when you did get that first suit. What was the, just talk about the mental change, because we've spoken about it, but I want the fans to listen to that suit as this is your world.
You know, for me, it's almost like when Superman puts on his cape.
Yeah.
Everybody has, and whatever the outfit is, it doesn't.
I gotta post a YouTube short, so I've been slacking. I didn't post it when I needed to, so your boy gotta get the shit done. I just did my fucking my Twitter shit that I had to do, and but the YouTube shorts be having noise, like I gotta actually hear it. So I'm gonna mute it and let this run. It'll take like a minute or 2 minutes tops.
It doesn't have to be a suit, but I think there's something psychological about putting a suit on and going into that mode that you go into. And whatever that is, for you, it could be a hoodie or like whatever workout gear, like whatever that thing is. I think you create an identity next to it. And it doesn't have to be about how flashy you are. Obviously, you want to do your best. But for me, it's very internal with, putting that suit on and then going. It's this identity thing. Now, getting my first one, it was a great experience, but I was so new to it when I got my first custom suit that I was still learning, like, what's the piping? What's this? Like and then putting it all together. But then when you see it come together and then you start to pair that with an action in some way, like podcasts, doing, going to a real estate closing, having a certain kind of Zoom meeting, like, and you're put together in this certain way that represents, where you're trying to go and what you're trying to be. You're kind of building that identity. I think that's the powerful part of it. I always say there's a man in a blue suit and then there is a man in a blue suit. It's the man that makes the suit scream.
100%.
Not the suit.
100%. The man makes the suit. And, there is a thing about it that when you have that suit that fits you just right, there's a confidence about it when you walk into a room. And I know for me too, like, when I was a kid, my dad, like he was always wearing suits and I was like, okay, real businessmen wear suits.
Yeah.
Right. And as I got older and I was able to kind of get into the business and be a part of those moments, right? Like be a part of the moment for that young man getting his.
I gotta fucking get this shit done by any means. I gotta keep my social medias up. I gotta fucking keep posting my shorts and all that shit, bro. I got a few pages I'm running on Twitter, dog. You're gonna see on every stream, because there's no way I can go fucking 2 hours of waking time and not fucking handle my business. Lead by example, motherfuckers.
First suit going after life, like it's part of like an evolution as a man.
It is,
and then there's also the times when it's like, my buddies are getting married or there's something, a special occasion of this kind of, and we're in there, we're having a glass of scotch and, we're going through this whole manly type process that I just love, it's special.
Yeah, it's a really good thing.
It's cool to see the 4X there.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm glad I'm repping it. Actually,
Yeah, it was.
And
bros from the start.
What? Yeah. And he had no clue.
No, I really truly didn't. I really truly did not.
I thought at first he did a little
didn't tip me off.
No. I would probably lie, but in this case, I'm not lying.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But I will say this: the flip. When you go back to Louisiana, you're on job site, you're in the jeans, you're in the hat, you're in the
hard hat and the boots. Yeah,
that is another type of Justin that I've got to know as well.
Yeah.
And there's a different person in the suit and there's a different person on the job site, but there's not a different person in how you interact or anything like that. Because I seen a video of him. We were probably talking maybe on Instagram, talking maybe training and stuff like that, whatever, a couple of traded messages. There was a post that he done where you paid your dad's house.
Yeah.
And that hit me hard because I knew a little bit of the backstory then. And I was like, wow, what an incredible thing. And what an impacting thing, what an impacting moment for you and your dad going through what you both did when you were young.
Yeah, I would say one of the best days of my life. What I love so much about being able to do that is that no matter what happens to me ever, I could lose it all tomorrow. I still have that no matter what, because the money's gone, the house paid for, it's done, right? So I'll always have that in my heart that I got that done. And I think a lot of young men would like to do something like that. And for me, he tells me thank you. All I can think about is that I got to do it. How lucky I feel to have been able to go to the bank, stroke that check. He didn't know about it. And to hand him that title and watch that weight come off of him, dude, it's I don't think I can even put into words,
Good job.
you know, like what it mean. That was my day. I would say even maybe more than it was his day. You know what I'm saying? But just because of what it did for me, in knowing that in some way, like, you didn't complete life that day, but that's definitely something that I'll put in my hat and I'll have in the rocking chair.
Yeah.
So, and I'm grateful. I am grateful for that moment. Maybe even more than he understands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, as a dad yourself,
Yep.
and I can say firsthand, incredible dad. I've got to see it firsthand, and
Yep.
meet your significant other as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful family, mate.
Yeah.
And that is another side that a lot of people from general glance don't get to see about you too.
Yep.
Again, there's many layers to the onion with you. I truly believe that. And
Yep.
if you were just to base you on face value, probably the biggest connection would be you and the Tates that may draw people in as maybe first glance. But then when you start pouring into and you start seeing your content, there's so many different things that, you know, you're involved with. Yes, you're scaling businesses, but then you put all aside, and you and I have had personal conversations like, bro, I just can't wait to go back home and see the kids.
Yeah.
And I've heard that coming out your mouth many times.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah. You know, it's not something I talk about a whole lot. I'm mostly known for my Playboy ways.
Of course. And this is why I'm bringing it up, my man.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, it probably wouldn't get brought up if we weren't so tight, and then you didn't know certain things about me. And, you know, we live in this world where people think it's one thing or the other. They're set in their ways and how they go about it. I don't lie in my life. There are no lies, you know? So yeah, you might see me here in Miami doing all this, but they don't know the background and just how much time. Like, I almost can guarantee you I see my kids more than the average guy, because if you do the math on it, I think about how often I'm there, and then I'm there all day, and they come and go. You know, they might see their kids 30 minutes, or their kids are in bed before they get home from work. Man, I know being a father is
so important too,
bro. It's such,
you know, and like
wonderful
for me,
thing.
I have always, you know, like Flex, you know, when we became friends and I was around him and his family, like, made me love him even more because of being that good dad. Like, being that man for your family is so important, right? And I know so many guys that, you know, they've been successful in their business and they've made money, but they hate their, you know, marriage. Their wives are miserable. The kids never see them. And it's like, you figured out one part of your life, man, but you really need to figure this out too, if you really truly want to be happy.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you're not around your kids, like, and, you know, they're not getting what they need from you, what are you really doing as a man to pass on your life experience? You know, like, that is an important part. And I think as a man, and I mean, I'm still no kids yet, you know, I'm still got just dogs, but one day
I got that dog in him. That's what he's got.
He definitely does.
One day I look forward to giving that, in, you know, all the experience to this little human. And, you know, I love when I'm around Flex and his family, because it's inspiring.
I appreciate it.
I want to be the kind of dad you are.
I appreciate
I always say this, like,
you're a good one.
I don't
Great one.
ever want to be the person to tell somebody what a real man is. I think that's, every time I hear that, I find it to be quite arrogant. Like, who the fuck am I to tell you what a real man is for you? But I will say this: the man I want to be is a man that can hold a baby and slit a throat in the same day.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Right? Because you need to be formidable, right? You need to have that. And you also need to be in touch with that side of yourself. I mean, call it, you know, your feminine part or whatever. Like, you need to be in touch with your feelings, and it's okay. You know, like, we as men, sometimes, you know, we get into this mode, everything's tough, but like, you have to be able to be loving.
Yeah. I believe that one part of masculinity that is missed online is that
Let me tell you something, yo. When you're really capable and you can really handle business, and it's not like you're the toughest person in the world, but you know that you're willing to take it there, like when it comes to disrespect, or when it comes to protecting people you love, or like when you can handle yourself and check people and make sure that you're respected and shit and treated accordingly. Like me, if you look at my Twitter, if you look at the people I interact with and shit, I'm able to be you're able to actually you're not hard all the time. Like if you're really like that for real, if you really got that motherfucking dog in you, you feel me? If you got that fucking dog in you, then you can actually be loving and you can actually be, you know what I'm saying? You could be loving with everybody and you could show that side because you know that you could really protect yourself. You feel me? I love that they're bringing this up. Fire ass point.
Masculinity, even in its strength, can be gentle.
Yes.
Because there is a certain air of confidence and in knowing your capabilities that can allow you to be gentle with people because it's your strength that is secure enough to let it happen. And you also know that if they take advantage of it, that you could take action. And I think that is something that gets to be used when it comes to being a father, particularly with little girls.
Yeah.
We've had that conversations. My gun collection grew fast.
Every time.
I've also got
I
savages
already
around me.
told him, I was like, when the age comes, we're going to be like bad boys opening the door for the school dance.
It's going to be Den of Thrones, Den of Thieves. That scene in Den of Thieves when 50 Cent calls the guy back into the garage.
And
you seen that scene?
No, I need to
Oh,
watch
you got to
it.
see that.
Yeah, so like the kid shows up at the house and he's like, come with me for a minute. He takes him into the garage and there's like 5 just like, I mean, dudes that look just like this goons straight out of prison. And he's like, you know, my entire life I've been the man, you know, in control of my daughter's life. And it looks like today I have to hand that control to you.
Also, great scene.
Yeah.
Understand if that control and there's a problem, we're going to come get you. Right. Like, I mean, I might be saying some of the words wrong, but like it's very powerful scene. I love that. And
he basically said that you will weep. Well, your grandmother will weep while you're in the wheelchair, something like that.
Yeah,
or whatever.
He definitely gave him like a
and he's like, okay, sir, I will be delivering your daughter back at 10 o'clock or something. I knew a couple of guys in that scene too, a couple of bare knuckle fighters and a couple of Polynesian guys, Maori boys.
That's
big
crazy.
guys, great scene, and something that's in my head that I want to recreate for
I'm
real.
with you. I'll be
for
there.
real.
Yeah.
So I'm living that moment. She's only 8 right now. I think we got another double time on that. But Justin, pleasure to have you. You mate. Is there anything that you want to wrap up and say to the fans and viewers of the podcast that closing words?
Well, thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't have missed this. I've been excited to come see the dragon. It's Lair, right? Yeah. For a while now. And no, other than that, follow me on Instagram. We have jwallerdaily.com, so you can get the daily newsletters. I'm constantly sharing stories and things that I learned along my path that I hope are impactful. It's completely free. And we're just going to keep growing.
Yeah, my man. Well, anything else, Patin?
No, it's been a great conversation and appreciate
it.
everything that we've been talking about. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Thrice, any parting words? You don't even have a mic, do you? We stole the mic because normally we got 3 mics running today. But Thrice normally chimes in, you're there. But Thrice, thank you for your parting words. I appreciate you in the back there, my friend. Justin, we will have that training session.
At some point.
But I will allow you to get a little bit bigger than me now in this process until I get back into the gym.
I've been trying to get bigger than him in the process.
He's done a good job too. This has been at it. He's like, I think that's been a motivation for him. Now I've been injured. He's like, okay, I'm going to really take this up a notch.
He's going to catch you.
Several notches, actually.
I really want to impress him though too, because we had some time off where we were going hard.
Yeah.
And we were going really hard. And with his injury, I'm like, I can't let this stop me from getting to my goal. I'm like, I'm going to show you. And in 3 weeks, we're going to be ready. And I was like, we're going to take a photo. I'll shirt it off because I like putting pressure on myself to hit goals and deadlines, especially even with my physical, right? Like I always give myself a goal. I'm not just doing this. I'm like, all right, that's the date. I'm going to be shredded and I'm going to have to take a photo. So I have to hit that date. And so we got a date coming up that I have to hit, and I'm working hard towards it. So
and unfortunately, my date is just to get out of this fucking brace right now. Oh, my man. Well, listen, I'm looking forward to having many more great memories made with you, maybe the fam, and also on stage, and many other opportunities, maybe in business. Who knows, right? But I feel like we've got some really great mutual friends that all want to see us do that next level. Put us in also.
I just put the pause just to be funny. He said he's gonna make some great memories with him,
Pause.
etc. It's just funny.
Big pause. Big pause.
But yeah, man, you know the fucking vibes, dog. Stop.
Bumblecart!
In positions where it truly tests us, pulls the best version out of ourselves, puts us in vulnerable situations as we spoke about earlier.
Right.
But we've all leveled up. I've seen you level up. I got the chance before we shoot off air here to see you on stage from that very first time of us in that mastermind, and just see it into fruition on stage, talking about a very similar story, and nonetheless being vulnerable that you never, as mentioned, also would have spoke about in the past. But it just goes to show how you're continuing to evolve personally, as well as in business and many other feathers to the hat. But again, from the standpoint of me and you being friends, the evolution has been clear, mate. That stage deliverance and confidence and that story you told me, it was fantastic. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on much more stages, talking in many more arenas, as you just did in Limitless. Shout out to Keaton also on that.
Yeah, for sure. We're just getting started, my friend.
Just getting started. My man, J-Rock, Justin Waller, Flex Lewis, we are out.
Fucking heat pack for your fucking head top. Let's drop another fucking. Straight fucking heat pack. Yo, we did it again, bro. This shit is a lot, son. 2 hours. Bro, to cover an hour stream be 2 hours, bro. To cover an hour video, man. But yo, the point is, we do what the fuck we gotta do. We know we gotta stay consistent with this shit. We know we have to bring value to the people. You feel me? It was daytime when I started this shit, son. I put that fucking work in, dog. Stop fucking playing with it. Boy out here staying consistent, dropping value, giving value to the people. What the fuck? Hey man, you feel me? Takeover embroidered hat logo available on the website. Go to the fucking website, buy the fucking merch. This shit, friends and family, special edition. Can't even get this shit nowhere, you heard? This one is available on the site. Go cop up. If you want fitness advice, fitness shit, I will work with you directly. Change your fucking body. I've been doing this shit forever. It's too easy. I do this shit in my sleep. Hit me up if you want fucking to transform your body. You want to get fucking brolic. Especially if you're skinny and you want to put on muscle and have people questioning if you're on steroids. That's why the program is called Borderline Anabolic. Because they're going to be questioning, it's going to be borderline. Are you anabolic? You know what anabolic means? That means steroids. Except guess what? Steroids fucks up your balls, but we appreciate our balls and we like our balls. And we don't want to be dependent on drugs for the rest of our life. So we do that shit natural, bitch. That's why it's called borderline anabolic. Yo, we did it again. More fucking heat, more value. Just to fucking tie it all together, man. I just want to say shout out to Justin Waller. He's goated. Shout out to Flex. This is a fire podcast. I was watching it myself, and I just wanted to continue just so I could fucking keep with the consistency, because I said I was going to keep doing this shit. I said I was going to bring this streaming platform up and build it. Feel me? So you got to hit it with the every day. The goal is to stream every fucking day. You feel me? And today we did another 2 hours, son. That's a lot. You feel me? That's a vibe. Like, we put that work in today, baby. Drop a fucking bomb, because we did what the fuck we had to do, baby. But yeah, man, go follow on the fucking, go in the description, man. You can contact me if you want on the Instagrams or whatever the fuck. You feel me? I got all the links in the description for all the products, the website for the merch. You feel me? Everything, all the information you need is in the description there on YouTube or on Rumble. And yeah, Takeover Worldwide 47 on Rumble. And if you search up Takeover Worldwide on YouTube, Takeover Worldwide AB, it'll pop up. If you put like space AB, it will pop up, man. Contact me however you can. Go peep the rest of the content, baby. I'm just happy I provided value. Stay consistent today. We fucking killing the fucking game, baby. You feel me? I gotta hop up off this bitch. I gotta go get that money. I got an itch.